I wasted years grinding on YouTube, making videos that I thought looked great, but they got zero traction. And after wasting weeks, months, and even years not growing, I realized something that most creators never do. Productivity doesn't scale, leverage does. If you're tired of getting low views, your channel's not growing, you want to get monetized, and you want to make more sales, make sure and watch till the end of this video because I'm going to show you how to rewire your brain for YouTube growth. Now, I just wanted to spell this myth right off the bat. Working harder will not save your YouTube channel, but if you work smarter, you can definitely grow faster than anyone else. But you have to be consistent, be disciplined, and apply what I'm showing you today. Honestly, for my first 100 videos, I was doing everything. I was coming up with ideas, I was filming, I was scripting, I was editing, making the thumbnails, and I was exhausted. And to top this off, I was still stuck under 1,000 subscribers. And looking back, I can clearly see why. I was treating productivity like it was the goal. But what I wasn't doing was building systems, multiplying my effort, and I was grinding for like one view at a time when other creators were using leverage to create content systems that even operated without them having to be there. And that's when I discovered the leverage gap. And once I crossed that gap, my output, my income, and my mental health increased dramatically. And for me personally, this was all right in front of my eyes the whole time because as a business owner of 16 years, I can't do everything. Now, I started off solo by myself, but eventually I built systems, processes, started to delegate. And why this doesn't happen overnight, the good news is, especially for content creators, you don't have to have employees. You can utilize AI. And I just want to expose the huge lie that society has taught you. Working more hours equals more results. And while that might be true to some extent, that will have a cap and your ceiling will be hit pretty soon. Because research has shown you get approximately 90,000 hours of productivity in your lifetime. And if you spend all those hours grinding, you're never gonna scale because real productivity isn't necessarily about input, it's actually about leverage. How much output you create from 1 hour of your effort. And just to explain this a little bit better, let me just get raw and real with you. You can do everything. You can come up with ideas, you can script, you can edit, and you can post your own YouTube videos. And if you're aiming for quality videos, you're probably gonna get like 4 videos a month because if you're working full time, if you're a parent, whatever it is, you have other things in your life going on. Or you could actually stop, take a few steps back to catapult yourself forward. You can use AI to write close drafts. You just have to refine and finalize. You can batch record multiple videos in 1 hour, and then you can use AI to repurpose those long videos into shorts. And whether you delegate a video editor or you use AI video editing software like Glink or Descript or CapCut, and then you could just finalize it, and then you could spend 1 hour uploading and scheduling 1 month of content. Now this will overall take about the same 8 hours, but your output is gonna be 10x. And that is real leverage. But I'm just gonna be real with you. Even after I discovered this, I faced a huge struggle because here's the harsh truth I had to realize. You are going to have a brain trap. See, in your brain, dopamine is something we can't live without. And your dopamine system is actually addicted to immediate rewards, answering comments, posting today, and chasing views. So when it's actually time to stop, build a system, look for an editor, or automate certain tasks with AI, your brain will actually resist you. And this might even cause you to feel lazy, unproductive, or even guilty. But the truth is, that's not laziness. That is miswired dopamine. Because every time you stop to build a system, you feel like you're losing momentum. And that's the output dip. That's the illusion that you're falling behind because you're thinking everybody else is posting, you're seeing everybody else's stuff, you're comparing your channel to other creators in your niche, and that is why comparison, unless you're using it to grow, is actually the thief of joy. Because the reality is you're actually not falling behind. You're setting yourself up to catapult forward with exponential growth. And just to get practical with you, for me, it was stopping to take time and just really do my research. Put more time into my thumbnails, my intros, and actually create systems that could automate my ideation with AI. And I'm not gonna lie, at first I hated this because I was used to doing everything just go, 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 feeling tired, feeling exhausted, posting, and I was in the grind. But once I stopped and really built systems for all of these things, my productivity drastically increased. And something else happened. My video quality increased, and I was able to put more focus on working on my channel instead of working in my channel. So while it does take hard work and growing on YouTube is not easy, you don't necessarily need to work harder. You need to focus on building leverage. And you do this by training your leverage muscle, pushing through the pain. Every time you build a system instead of doing a task manually, every time you document a process instead of winging it, you're rewiring your brain to prioritize output over grind. And to break this down even further, here is a practical example. You could spend your time writing a YouTube description, or you can train your AI to write YouTube descriptions for you based on the content in the video. And like I said, when you start this initially, it's going to be pretty hard, but once you push through, something else happens that honestly I didn't even expect. You actually stay in a state of flow more often. Now, flow state is just when you're in the state of everything going easy. Everything is just flowing. It's just like breathing. Content creators, we love flow state because ideas come to us and everything is just coming out effortlessly. And after realizing this and even doing some further research, I realized something. Flow doesn't happen when you're overwhelmed by busy work and stressed out. Flow actually happens when your brain sees that the reward is actually worth your effort. And because leverage will increase the magnitude of your rewards, this will inherently make flow state a lot easier to trigger. You'll actually start craving content creation again, and you'll have fun with the process, and this will make your brain say it's worth it. And like I said, I didn't have a team. I didn't have a full-time staff. I didn't have fancy gear, but I stopped, wrote out my full process of everything I have to do, and then I built a system. And you don't have to do all of this at once. Just pick an aspect, even let's just say thumbnails. Create a template in Canva that you can replicate, something that you can see that is effective. So test your thumbnails, find out which ones have done great, or even find out other videos in your niche that have outliers, and then you can create templates based off those, things that you could just plug and play. Do a batch recording shoot of just yourself making a bunch of faces. Save those in a file, and then you have a file of different faces that you can use for your videos. You have a template that's kind of preset that you can just fine tune for each video, and this is going to save you hours and skyrocket your success. Honestly, when I really think about it, I do more now in 3 hours than I used to do in 3 days, and I'm talking about 3 6 to 8 hour days working on this, mainly early in the morning and late at night. And here's a 3-step process to help you do this a little bit easier. Number 1, identify what you do repeatedly, scripts, thumbnails, uploads. Step 2, turn those into systems. So templates, prompts, things that you can take, refine, and put into a better system and process. And number 3, remove yourself from the process if it's doable using AI, automations, and batching. Because every minute you spend building leverage now will equal exponential growth in the future. Speaking of AI, I want to help you even further. In today's video description, you can download my free YouTube Growth Coach. This is my custom GPT that is packed and preloaded with all of my title formulas, scripting, and my frameworks. This is going to help you to streamline your content creation process a lot faster and make way better scripts, come up with better titles, and it will even help you to craft thumbnails. Make sure and download it in the description below. Like I said, it's free. And now that you know all this, here are some things you have to be aware of. When you first start doing this, it's going to feel extremely hard, and it's actually going to feel like you're doing something wrong. Writing a simple checklist might feel like it's wasting time until it saves you 4 hours a week. Training an AI might feel slow and a waste of time until it generates 10 viral video ideas within 10 minutes. Because building a system can feel like you're stepping back until it multiplies your output bigger than you could have ever imagined. Now, after you've built your system, you have to refine the process. And honestly, one of the biggest reasons why I see most small YouTubers fail is because their storytelling honestly sucks. But while this might feel hard, it's actually a lot easier than you think. And if you want to learn a viral strategy for drastically increasing your storytelling, make sure and watch this video, and I'll see you over there.